I hope you're doing well and welcome to the Horn Broadcasting Channel. My name is Mtalam Kusia. Today, we examine one of the most politically sensitive and emotionally charged issues currently shaping Kenya's national conversation, the growing rejection atmosphere surrounding the Kenya Finance Bill 2026. Across social media platforms, universities, matatu stages, businesses, marketplaces, and even inside government circles, one message is becoming louder every day. Kenyans are tired. The Finance Bill 2026 is not just being viewed as a taxation document. For many citizens, it has become a symbol of deeper frustrations. Frustration over the high cost of living, unemployment, corruption, debt pressure, fuel prices, lack of trust in leadership, and the feeling that ordinary citizens are continuously carrying the burden of fixing the economy while political elites continue living comfortably. And this rejection atmosphere did not begin today. The political ghosts of the 2024 anti-finance bill protests are still haunting the country. Those protests became one of the biggest youth-led political movements in Kenya's modern history, forcing President Ruto to reject the finance bill after nationwide demonstrations and intense public pressure. Today, as the Finance Bill 2026 begins, many Kenyans are approaching it with fear, anger, suspicion, and exhaustion. Why are Kenyans rejecting the Finance Bill 2026? The reason is simple. The cost of living is already too high. For millions of Kenyans, life has become extremely expensive. Food prices remain high, fuel prices continue affecting transport and production costs, electricity costs remain painful for households and businesses, rent has gone up, school fees remain difficult for many families, small businesses are struggling to survive. Recent protests linked to rising diesel prices already expose how economically fragile many citizens are. Public transport operators recently staged demonstrations over soaring fuel costs, forcing the government to intervene and reduce diesel prices. So when citizens hear about new taxes, additional levies, or expanded powers for tax authorities, the reaction is immediate. How much more can ordinary citizens take? Many Kenyans feel that they are being taxed while their incomes are not increasing. This is especially painful for young people who are educated but unemployed. Kenya's youth unemployment crisis is becoming one of the biggest political threats facing the country. Thousands of graduates enter job market every year, but opportunities remain limited. At the same time, the digital economy, hustler economy, online businesses and informal sector are increasingly facing taxation pressure. To many young Kenyans, the finance bill appears disconnected from economic reality. 2. Trust in government has been damaged. Another major reason for rejection is lack of trust. Many citizens no longer believe that taxes are translating into better public services. People ask difficult questions. Why are roads still poor in some areas? Why are hospitals struggling? Why are doctors complaining? Why are universities underfunded? Why does corruption continue despite increased taxation? For many citizens, the problem is not only about taxation itself, the problem is accountability. Kenyans are increasingly demanding transparency before new taxes are introduced. The memory of the 2024 protests remain powerful because many young people believe the government ignored public concerns until nationwide demonstrations erupted. The moment fundamentally changed Kenya's political environment. Young people discovered that public pressure could force national decisions to change. And today, the government is dealing with a more politically aware, digitally connected, and emotionally frustrated generation. 3. Fear of punitive taxes. Civil society groups and economic observers have already raised concerns about Section of Finance Bill 2026. Some groups have criticized proposed increases in excise duties and concerns surrounding data access powers for the tax authority. This is creating fear among small businesses, online workers, digital creators, entrepreneurs, importers, transport operators, and middle-class families. Many citizens believe the government is expanding taxation faster than economic growth itself. And this creates a dangerous perception that government survival is becoming dependent on squeezing citizens harder every year. 4. The 2024 Gen Z movement changed Kenyan politics forever. One of the biggest realities the government must understand is this: the political environment after 2024 is completely different. The finance bill protests of 2024 transformed Kenya's youth politics. Young people are organized online. They analyze bills themselves. They mobilize without traditional political parties. They challenge MPs directly. They turn social media into a political battlefield. This movement created a new culture of civic participation. Today's youth are more informed about budgets, taxes, debt, governance, and public finance than many leaders expected. That means any future finance bill will automatically face intense public scrutiny. The older political style of quietly passing controversial clauses is becoming harder. What should the government address first? This is the most important question, because the issue may not simply be about taxation. The issue is economic pain. 1. Reduce government waste. Many Kenyans believe government expenditure remains too high. Citizens must see reduction of unnecessary travel, reduction of luxury spending, reduction of oversized government delegations, elimination of ghost projects, serious action against corruption. People want leaders to sacrifice funds before asking citizens to sacrifice more. This is the emotional reality on the ground. 2. Fight corruption aggressively. Corruption is now directly linked to tax resistance. Citizens increasingly argue that, why should we pay more taxes if public money is still being stolen? Without visible anti-corruption action, public trust becomes difficult to rebuild. Kenyans want to see high-profile prosecutions, recovery of stolen funds, transparent procurement systems, accountability in public spending. Because taxation without trust creates political anger. 3. Create jobs before increasing taxes. The government must understand that unemployment is fueling frustration. Young people are not only rejecting taxes, many are rejecting economic hopelessness. Kenya needs manufacturing growth, technology investment, youth enterprise support, affordable credit, expansion of creative industries, agricultural modernization. Citizens are more likely to tolerate taxes when they feel economic opportunity exists. But when people are jobless, every new tax feels like punishment. 4. Lower the cost of living. The government must prioritize fuel stabilization, food affordability, lower electricity costs, support for small businesses, affordable healthcare. Economic pressure is now affecting political stability. Even middle-class Kenyans are feeling squeezed, and history shows that when the middle class becomes economically frustrated, political resistance intensifies. 5. Improve public participation. One lesson from 2024 protest is clear. Modern citizens want to be heard before decisions are made. The Treasury already acknowledged the importance of public participation after early backlash surrounding finance bill process. Kenyans today expect transparency, consultation, simple explanation, public accountability. If citizens feel ignored, rejection becomes emotional rather than technical. The greatest danger facing Kenya is not just protest, it is the widening gap between citizens and institutions. When people lose faith in parliament, political parties, public finance systems, economic leadership, then every policy becomes politically explosive. The Finance Bill 2026 debate is therefore not just about taxes. It is about trust. It is about leadership. It is about economic survival. It is about whether ordinary Kenyans still believe the system works for them. And unless the government addresses the deep economic frustrations facing citizens, the rejection atmosphere may continue growing far beyond the bill itself. Because what Kenyans are demanding today is not simply lower taxes. They're demanding dignity, fairness, accountability, and economic hope for the future. If you've got any question, contribution, or comment, please do so in the comment section. My name is Mtalam Kosia, and this is the Horn Broadcasting Channel.